better have my money. Watch this video until the end because I am going to show you how to ensure that ChatGPT does not stop the income that you are generating using artificial intelligence. I'm going to show you the limitations of ChatGPT to prove to you that the technology is not that revolutionary or new. It's been in use for decades. And I'm going to show you a couple of artificially intelligent tools that you can use to either enhance or replace the task that ChatGPT is performing on your behalf, so your money doesn't die and it multiplies. First, I told my nephew, who was a mechanical engineering major with a 3.7 GPA, to give me a difficult math or physics question just to see how much of a good response ChatGPT would generate. What is derivative of ln x? The derivative of ln x with respect to x is 1 over x to cy, yada, yada, yada. Then I jumped on Google, asked the same question. What is derivative of ln x? I get links pointing to khanacademy.org and a number of other sources, qmath.com, Math Bootcamp. If I look at the khanacademy.org result, I get a video of Sal Khan responding to this question. Then I take a look at the year when Sal Khan released this video 3 years ago. What is your knowledge cutoff date? My knowledge cutoff date is September 2021. This means that any information that has been discovered, published, or updated after September 2021 may not be reflected in my responses. So, is ChatGPT simply an outdated search engine? Of course not. It's a lot more useful than that. But if I, let's say, type, what is Tesla's stock price? I don't have real-time access to the stock market. Of course, if you type in Tesla stock, I already generated the results here. You get $197.37. That's as of the closing of today. So you get real-time data using the search engines. However, there are a few things that the search engines can't do that ChatGPT can. Of course, it can generate content, right? Write an article on how to junk an unwanted car in Queens, New York City. And you get ChatGPT writing an article on how to junk your unwanted car. You've seen countless videos where you see this doing this type of stuff. If I do the same thing on Google, I'll just go ahead and refresh the results. You get links to organizations that want you to go ahead and visit their website so they can perform that service on your behalf. However, I've had an account with an application called Jasper.ai for roughly 2 years almost now. And take a look, right? How to junk an old one car. Can you please, because I'm not an animal, write an article on how to junk an unwanted car in Queens, New York City. Boom. I ensure that the length of the article is long, and bam, it performs its magic. See, nothing revolutionary in regards to what ChatGPT. Hold on. But Neil, ChatGPT can also write code. And by the way, this thing is still working. Look at that. And you can use this stuff to go ahead and put it online and generate revenue. Slap some AdSense ads on it, or use it just for your service or for an organization that you are representing online for which you are performing marketing. This organization, Github, has a program called CoPilot that does the same thing. Of course, it costs $100 a year. So at this particular juncture, it looks like ChatGPT's revolutionary attribute is that it is free. You've been able to do this since July of 2022 with Github. And if you look online and take a look at other developers, they say that both tools are useful. Take a look at Stack Overflow, which is a network where people ask questions on how to fix certain coding problems. ChatGPT is banned. You can't use ChatGPT to respond to these questions, so you can't even use it as psychic income, which is what a number of people do, or to establish themselves as experts in a particular field, even to help anybody when you are on Stack Overflow, because there are trust issues in place. Meta's chief AI scientist, he states that ChatGPT is not particularly innovative. The public perceives OpenAI's ChatGPT as revolutionary, but the same techniques are being used and the same kind of work is going on at many research labs, said the deep learning pioneer. Yan LeCun, this is his website right here. He's been VP and Chief AI Scientist at Facebook since October of 2021. He's worked at Facebook for 9 years. director of AI research, professor at New York University. So he knows what he's talking about, at least halfway there, right? Such data-driven AI systems have been built in the past by many companies and research labs. Said LeCun, the idea of OpenAI being alone in its type of work is inaccurate. OpenAI is not particularly in advance compared to the other labs at all. So it's not new and revolutionary. People have been using these systems for years now, as you can clearly see. I've been on Jasper AI, has been developing content for me. However, you gotta be careful how to use this. Arvind Narayan, who is a computer scientist who teaches at Princeton University, calls ChatGPT a BS generator. However, as I just told you, it can still be amazingly useful for tasks where it's easy for the user to check if the bot's answer is correct, such as debugging help, tasks where truth is relevant, such as writing fiction, tasks for which there does in fact exist a subset of the training data that acts as a source of truth. In other words, something like language translation. If you've traveled to another country, you've probably already used Google Translate, where you could say, what's up? It's supposed to say, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Está cruyendo? I think that's the literal form of what's cracking. I mean, maybe even people out here in the States don't understand what I'm saying when I say what's cracking. So when you say what's cracking in New York, you know, you're asking people what's going on. Now that's a solid utility. You could use it to translate on your behalf. Nonetheless, even if you use it for what it's useful, the first thing that came to mind, I'm an internet marketer by trade. That's what I technically know how to do. That's how I made my bones. Do search engine optimization, advertising on Google, advertising on Facebook and other online platforms. So the generation of content, if I can do it at a lower cost, at a faster rate, efficient for me because I'm able to do it quicker. I'm able to get people to do it on my behalf a lot cheaper because they don't have to use as much brain power to go ahead and generate content. And I can develop content at a quicker scale. If you want to dominate a particular topic, you want to ensure that your website appears for queries of keywords that your customers are using, then you want to have a lot of content. You want to have hundreds to thousands of pieces of content on your website so people find you as a trusted resource whenever they are performing a question on Google and other major search engines. And at one point, Google was classifying content that people generated using AI tools such as Jasper and other tools that were available at the time. ChatGPT wasn't as available as spam. Spam meaning that they would ban websites that were using that type of content. And they have banned websites that use AI generated content. Nonetheless, they amended these guidelines by writing online on February 8th, 2023, Google rewards original high-quality content that demonstrates qualities of what we call EAT, expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Our focus on the quality of content rather than how content is produced is a useful guide that has helped us deliver reliable, high-quality results to users for years. When it comes to automatically generated content, our guidance has been consistent for years using automation, including AI, to generate content with the primary purpose of manipulating search ranking in results is a violation of our spam policy. So they want you to uphold the principles that they reward on the platform using that acronym that I just listed. And they do not want you using automatically generated content to manipulate search rankings. Furthermore, it's important to recognize that not all use of automation, including AI generation, is spam. Automation has long been used to generate helpful content such as sports scores, weather forecasts, and transcripts. So this Google article is implying that Google is accepting artificially intelligently generated content on their platform. So you can generate content using artificial intelligence. It cannot be spam. It has to be something that's useful, that is rewarding users, that is allowing users to obtain some type of value from the content that they are consuming. New York City public schools have also banned access to AI tool that can help students cheat. So they don't want students also using ChatGPT to write essays, and they have classified it as cheating, which does not by any means negate ChatGPT's utility. Again, you can still generate content with this stuff. Now, the following is not financial advice. It is simply what I am doing. You should use this tool in collaboration with other tools with which you can enhance this artificially intelligent generated content. Why? Because there are AI detectors out there. So even if you are a student and you're using this stuff to, quote, cheat or to have it write your paper, your professor can go ahead and take that content and throw it into one of these tools and determine whether it is indeed AI-generated content and knock you for it. To our AI-generated content on ChatGPT, if you have an unwanted car taking up space, bang, 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 you can copy this stuff. Here's an AI-generated content detector called GPT Output Detector Demo. Not very effective on this technology because it's made to detect AI-generated content developed on the GPT standard. And still, look, it is found that this article, let's do it again, let's reload that real quick, is 92.27% fake. It's typically not this effective with content that ChatGPT generates. I wasn't expecting that really, because this is actually kind of, quote, outdated ChatGPT. So you do not want to post this content on the internet, and you do not want to give it to a professor for grading, because he or she can just go ahead and use one of these tools and find that indeed it's fake. It's generated by artificial intelligence. Now, here's another tool right here. Content at Scale AI. Paste it in here. Check for AI content. Predicting. 58%. Unclear if it is AI content. So what you want to do to avoid having these AI detectors get your professors or Google or any other gatekeepers antennas stretching and professor sense tingling. Paste the stuff in a tool like Grammarly. I've told you about Grammarly in the past. It's a great tool for you to have so you can take content that you generated through artificially intelligent means or your natural means, your own brain, and you can check it for grammatical errors. So you can expeditiously and efficiently check it for grammar mistakes, and this will change the content for you. There's another AI tool right here. Rewrite for clarity. Look, it rewrites this stuff. You can just go ahead and make adjustments right here. So you go through all this stuff right here. Look, a number of checks, and someone actually asked me about this in the comments section. You can check for plagiarism using Grammarly right here. I wish I was a partner with them. They actually disapproved my partnership with them. I had to actually show them something. I should get a cut. It's a great tool. I use it. None of this financial advice or grammatical advice, simply what I'm doing. Right here. So look, right here. States where wheels for wishes operate. So you can see where the AI used a sentence that's similar to what's on this website right here. States where wheels for wishes. So you just adjust this and you can remove what this tool is detecting as plagiarized text. If you have an unwanted car taking up space in your garage. So you've got an unwanted car in. So you got an unwanted car in your garage or driveway. Break it up into two sentences. You may wonder how to get rid of it. All right, so you remove that and you can continue on until this plagiarism checker is down to 0%. And once you go through all these checks for grammar, correctness, matter of fact, let's go through this real quick. Junking an unwanted car in Queens, New York City can be straightforward as long as you research and choose a reputable company with which to work. By following these tips, you can eliminate your car and free up space. Okay, that's quite an improvement. So we got through this stuff. Let's copy it and let's try to throw it into this AI detector real quick. Check for AI content. Boom, 80% human content score. You see that? Let's check out this GPT output detector demo. I should pass this one with flying colors. Wow. I think, is it worse? All right. 6.21%. These are the dangers of AI. Nonetheless, when you're doing this burn and churn stuff, we're just posting content online, the more you perform these enhancements, then the less of a chance you have of having whatever algorithm cloak this content in obscurity and thus not being able to generate revenue from it through affiliate links or through AdSense or whatever. However, you may want to see how good it is at detecting what a tool, a quote premium tool, such as Jasper generates. The beauty about Jasper, it already runs this content through Grammarly right here. See this? Enable Grammarly. You can perform fixes right here. However, look, accept. And I actually am an affiliate to this right here. So if you do use my link, I do get a cut. Again, not financial advice. It's definitely worth it for me. So you could decide whether it's worth it for you if you want to use it. Copy it. Let's take a look at how it fares with this right here. Make me look bad. 99.96% real. Basically, ChatGPT versus something for which you pay right here. I didn't have to go through Grammarly. I didn't have to hop from one tool to the other. If I go through here, the last iteration was at an 80% human content score. Now, this Jasper.ai tool, 82%. Something along the similar lines. It gives you an idea of what's potentially AI-generated content, whether you are using ChatGPT to generate content to apply for free money, pass any kind of test, generate content for search engine optimization or for affiliate marketing. You may want to use various tools to enhance the content to get that aid, to get that money. So you're not headlining, that you're sitting on your butt cheeks while AI-generated language models are doing the work on your behalf. And you can keep getting that money and getting those straight A's. 5.0 GPA. And of course, I have included links to a number of AI tools that you can use for those purposes, generating revenue, getting straight A's, whatever. On our spreadsheet, we can find links to information resources and application portals to grants for everyone, all kinds of resources that will allow you to be whatever you want to be. Get this spreadsheet by subscribing to our newsletter at bit.ly/NeilRod. Watch the video you see on the screen right now so you can tap into all the resources that I covered on this video absolutely for free. I don't charge you a dime.